Girl, sit down for this one. 2026 is peeking around the corner like, hey, you ready? And honestly, a lot of us aren't. Not because we don't want better for ourselves, but because we keep carrying the same mindset into a brand new year and expecting some miracle to just show up. And you know what? A lot of us are actually tired of repeating the same year with a different number attached to it. You ever notice how time moves, but sometimes you don't? Not because you're lazy, not because you don't care, but because your mind is still warped in the same patterns, same beliefs, and same stories you've been replaying for years. We get excited around the new year. We buy the planners. We reorganize everything. We swear we're about to glow up. We get inspired. We clean our whole house. We make Pinterest boards called My Life ... But nothing actually changes long term because the mindset behind the routine hasn't shifted. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you the way I talk to myself when I'm sitting in my thoughts, realizing something has to shift deeply if I want to experience life differently. Because change doesn't happen in a planner. Change doesn't happen with a New Year's countdown. Change doesn't happen with cute routines. Change happens when you make internal adjustments in the way you see yourself, your habits, your time, your potential, your worth, and your future. One of the first things you have to recognize is this. You don't need permission to change your own life. You don't need a sign. You don't need someone cheering for you. You don't need the perfect timing. Sometimes we don't move because we're waiting for someone to confirm what we already know we need to do. Nobody is coming to validate your next chapter. You are the permission slip. You are the green light. You are the sign. The next thing is understanding that change isn't a moment. It's a lifestyle. It's not one big decision. It's a million little ones. It's not the hype of January 1st. It's the choices you make in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when life is heavy, when you're tired. It's not glamorous. It's not cute. But it becomes who you are. And for that to work, your identity has to shift too. You can't keep saying, I'm so inconsistent and expect consistency. You can't keep joking about how, girl, I always fall off and expect commitment. Your identity has to support the habits you want to create. If you want to become disciplined, you have to stop calling yourself someone who's not. This mind right here leads the habits that follow. Another major thing we have to stop doing is romanticizing struggle. Some of us have been in survival mode so long that peace feels unfamiliar. We don't know what to do without chaos. We don't know who we are without stress. And that mindset will hold you hostage. You deserve peace. You deserve stability. You deserve to experience life without always expecting something to go wrong. Because a lot of people struggle because they're scared to outgrow the version of themselves that everyone else is familiar with. But growth isn't supposed to feel comfortable. You're not meant to fit inside the same identity forever. You're supposed to expand. You're supposed to shift. You're supposed to surprise yourself with who you become. You don't owe anyone the older, smaller, dimmer version of you. You're allowed to elevate without apologizing. Another thing that silently blocks progress is the way we react to discomfort. Discomfort doesn't mean stop. Discomfort doesn't mean it's not working. Discomfort doesn't mean you're failing. It means something is strengthening in you. You can't grow inside your comfort zone. Progress will always ask you to get uncomfortable, even if it's just emotionally or mentally. You don't have to be loyal to an old version of yourself. Just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's healthy. You don't have to stay committed to habits, patterns, environments, or mindsets that keep you small. Sometimes the real transformation begins when you stop defending your limitations. And potential is cute, but you cannot build a life off of potential alone. You can have all the ideas, all the gifts, all the dreams, but if you don't show up for them in real time, they stay fantasies. You have to start showing up for your reality the same way you daydream about your potential. Something else that changes everything: healing your relationship with time. A lot of people think they're running out of time, but they're actually running out of patience. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not a failure. You're learning. You're growing. And you're becoming. Time is not your enemy, but rushing is. And confidence is not step one. Action is. You become confident because you took action when you were scared, unprepared, and unsure. Everything you're waiting to feel ready for will stay in waiting rooms forever if you don't move first. And let's be honest, a lot of us need to get better at managing our emotions without letting them dictate every decision that we make. Your feelings matter, yes, but they're not a blueprint. You can feel nervous and still move forward. You can feel overwhelmed and still take one step. You can feel insecure and still show up. Your emotions are signals, not stop signs. Another thing that quietly drains your progress is sharing your plans with people who don't have the capacity to understand them. Not everyone is meant to hear your dreams. Not everyone can hold your vision. Protect it. Nurture it. Build it in silence if you need to. And baby, if you don't keep promises to yourself, nothing else will fall into place. You show up for everybody else. You show up for work. You show up for friends, for family, for commitments. But when it comes to you, you negotiate. You delay. You break the promises. You deserve the same loyalty that you give to everyone else. And when it comes to making decisions, stop letting fear lead the way. Fear keeps you looping. Intention keeps you forward. Fear keeps you small. Intention expands you. You are capable of so much more than you're allowing yourself to believe. And the truth is, the next version of you, she's not waiting for January 1st. She's waiting for a decision. One mindset at a time. One shift at a time. One moment at a time. So I want you to sit with this for a second. What mindset are you ready to let go of? What mindset are you ready to step into? Because I promise you, when your mindset shifts, everything else in your life will start to shift with you. And I want you to answer this in the comments. What's the first mental shift you're making to step into the next version of you? Claim it, name it, don't overthink it. You're capable of more than you even realize. 2026 is going to hit different when you hit different.